Hello and welcome to another Gemini Rogues video. We have got this tank for you. It is an American Tier 9 M103.
You got there at the end. It's gone all automated on us again, but you got there at the end.
I didn't know what it was.
Right, we'll go straight into history while you compose yourself.
Go on and give us some
Basically,
history.
It's along the same lines as the Conqueror. They needed something to combat the IS series Russian tanks in the Cold War. So they needed a 120mm gun that could fire at long range and do a hell of a lot of damage, basically.
Yeah, so
and they needed something to put it on, and this is what they built.
This is a NATO tank then?
No, it's full-on American tank to combat the late series IS. It's based on the T-29 and T-30 prototypes that they built in the early 50s. This was developed through the 50s.
Okay.
And it had nothing but problems, basically.
Are we saying the T-29 was a prototype?
Yeah.
I thought it existed.
No, you don't know if they built any, but the M103 is what it led to.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't build the M103.
Okay. Well, you got your info, I don't know.
Yeah, straight away they had problems with it. The powertrain were an issue.
Okay.
The engine was straight out of the M40, M60 tanks that the Americans already had, but they're a lot lighter than M103, so it struggled for power.
Okay.
It was also incredibly thirsty on fuel, a range of just 80 miles.
On a full tank?
Yeah.
What was a full tank?
It was sort of stupid. It could take a fair few gallons, let me put it that way.
A few hundred of it.
It was adjusted later on. They put a diesel engine in it, but it was still the same. It still drank fuel like it was going out of fashion. So it had its problems. I mean, it was that bad that they didn't even want it when they built it. They sent it back with 98 recommendations of improvements, which had to be carried out first.
98?
Because when it was built, it wasn't the M103, it was a T4E1. It's only when those 98 recommendations were carried out and finished off that it became the M103.
Okay.
But it says there's 300 M103s built. That's not technically right. There were 300 made, but 74 were converted to M103s, and the others were converted into many things. The M103A1 and the M103A2. At Bovington, England, we're not really close, but we're in England.
Yeah.
the M103A2 is there.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the only one outside of America still in active use. It is a running tank.
Nice
one. It never did anything. It never saw service.
No
it went to Europe, but it just came back basically without doing anything.
Sent it back.
Yeah, and it didn't really have any job role. I mean, it never went to Vietnam, even though it ran in that period. Its service life was 57 through to 74.
Wow.
So it were around for a fair bit. They never did anything.
Are we saying there weren't Bovingtons there because they just didn't want it back?
Probably. It's easier than shipping it back around. One strange thing I've noticed that the real M103 carried 34 rounds, whereas the one on the game only carries 33. I don't know why that was done by one app, but it is.
It's close though. I mean, it's pretty close.
And you can tell the similarities between the tank and the game are pretty similar. It's got a one full cast turret, and it's got a 10-inch pike thick front armour.
That good?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're going to get into the game now. We're going to talk more about the actual tank on the game. So we're going to go into the first clip now.
Go on and roll this clip.
We're on Cliff. Tier 10 game. Straight away, 4 artillery. That's what we're going to take notice of straight away. 4 on enemy team. The M103 is a medium heavy, or heavy medium, whichever you want to say. It's not a full bore heavy. It's not great, 34 kilometers an hour, which is the same speed as a Conqueror. The similarities with the Conqueror are alarming. Absolutely alarming. But to me, it's a poor man's Conqueror.
Did they try and copy it but didn't succeed?
No, I don't think there's any kind of between them, any kind of converse, but it was built at the same time to do the same job, and it's very similar on the game. Same tier. I mean, the gun's got one difference in penetration, with the exact same damage. One difference. So the similarities keep going. Conqueror, 34 km/h top speed. M103, 34 km top speed. Yeah. There is slight differences, and we'll discuss them as we go through. And we're going to see that gun straight away. The aim time is one thing you don't get on the M103 that you do on the Conqueror. 1.9 aim time on a Conqueror, 2.3 on the, which is still good for a Tier 9 heavy. Still really good. One of the lowest you're going to find at Tier 9, but just not as good as the Conqueror.
Does the gun troll you like the Conqueror?
It can. No, the Conqueror gun's fantastic. The aim time really does feel like that aim time. It doesn't feel that quick on a M103. But you do get an impressive 258 penetration from a standard AP shell, which gives you 400 damage.
Which one's better?
I think the Conqueror's got one more penetration.
So in whole, is the Conqueror better than
I'd have said this is a poor man's Conqueror just in total. We can see that turret armour again there. Conqueror's got more turret armour as well, with no weak spots to refer to as easily as they are on the M103.
Why are we making this video then if Conqueror's better?
Which we're going to comparisons. Just keep coming.
Yeah, let's just compare these.
It's just a support ever. You can see here, keep your front pointing to everything in M103.
What about diamond dangling?
No point. 46 mil. 45 mil, sorry, a side armor. 45 mil, so it can. You've just got to point that front at everything and rely on it to bounce everything.
Wow, what's the frontal armor?
The frontal armor's pretty good. 254 on the turret front.
Oh, that's not bad.
And 229 on the hull front. It has got weak spots. We all know about the M103's weak spots. Its lower plate is pretty easy to pen by everything it comes up against pretty much.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, you've got to hide that. And we know about the weak spots on the turret, the cupola on the top.
That's
big
normal,
weak spot. So it's not frontally bulletproof. It's not like a T110E5.
Yeah.
You're not going to struggle to pen an M103 if it's facing you out in the open. If you can add that lower plate and keep moving and make that cupola hard to it.
Oh, you're gone.
Artillery. But it's not, as such, a brawler on its own. It relies on help from others.
Yeah.
And that's what we've got here on this match. We're not pushing too far. We've got tanks all around us. It can be a reliable aid to other tanks as fire support. One thing the M103 has got, fastest fire rate on tier 9 heavies. Fastest 5.36 rounds a minute, which gives it a DPM of 2,144.
Okay.
Surpassing the Conqueror only just, again, this is what I'm talking about, this so similar.
Oh, beautiful.
5.31 rounds per minute out of a Conqueror, so that gives you an extra 20 DPM on a Conqueror. That's how close they are, but it is quicker.
They're very compatible, aren't they?
Yeah.
Comparable. Sorry.
Very speed-wise, gun-wise, everything. The Conqueror's just got better gun handling and a hell of a lot better turret that's harder to pen than an M103. I mean, we all know the Conqueror's all garbage and it can be penned easily, so the similarities are playstyle dependent which one you prefer. I prefer the Conqueror all day, not just because I am English and an American, I just prefer the Conqueror. I think it's a better tank. That aim time is a big reason why I prefer the Conqueror.
The aim circle on this is pretty tidy
it's
when
not
you're
bad.
moving.
The gun dispersion of just 0.37, so it's not horrific. It's not like you're struggling, you're sat there ages aiming in. I just prefer the Conqueror.
Yeah.
I mean, this has got a quick turning turret as well, like the Conqueror. We all know how quick the Conqueror's turret turns on itself.
Yeah.
This has got an impressive 8 degrees of gun depression as well. You can see that in work here if we're working that ridge line. And this does fire heat as its secondary shell, which gives it a whacking 340 penetration. 340 penetration, again the same 400 damage. And not a bad HE shell as well. Only 60 pen, but it gives you 515 damage, so it's not to be dismissed. If you can find them with artillery, don't you even say it. Risk one.
It's worth a go.
It's worth
at least one.
As we've said before, the rounds it carries, 33 doesn't sound great, but if you get 33 shots of an M103, I think you've killed the whole team anyway. But randomly 34 historically, I don't get that.
Don't get it. He's not really paying much attention to you, is he?
He's shitting a bus there. He's got tanks all the way around him. He can't really do anything. He's doing his best. The other weak spots I'm going to mention while we're at it. You can see it here, perfect example, that turret ring there. It does open up at times.
Yeah, saw it.
If you can hit it, it's very hard to hit, but it's very easy to pen. I know that sounds a bit weird, but if you hit it, you're penning it basically. But it's just hitting it is the problem.
It just looks like it floats, doesn't it, that turret?
Yeah. It's one cast piece of metal. It's a fantastic piece of machinery, to be honest with you, the way they made it. And it does bounce, and alarming the map. One thing I say in an M103 is keep moving.
Keep moving.
Your cupola is a weak spot, and it ain't small either. If you can keep nipping in and out with your shots, that's what you've got to do. Don't just sit there. And a player rushed or a player under a bit of pressure can just bounce them straight off your turret, missing it altogether.
You're not kidding.
Or they let your upper hull, which is not a weak spot at all. Lower glaciers, you can pen it. I mean, you have bounced a few off it, but it's not impenetrable at all. It's not T110E5 we're talking here. In this one, I'm going to play it differently. I'm not going to play that style of sitting next to someone and supporting. We're top tier. I'm going to use that.
I like camo. That's cool, isn't it?
The camo. We're going to try and dance his way around these areas. You can see that it does struggle up and hill.
Is this a tier 9 game?
Historically, it can only go up a 60-degree slope. The engine is not great. I mean, it has got 860 brake horsepower, but in a tank of 65 tons.
Is it?
Gives it a... I'm going to go in there and I'm going to open you for doing your own work and you'll find out what power to weight ratio means. No?
Not technically, no.
I'm not even bothered going to get you that. Because you don't know what it means.
The viewer might want to know what it is, just because we don't know what it means, they might.
You're obsessed with power.
So you've not got it.
It's about 15.13, something like that. It's not great. But now, I'm going to say that spot we've worked his way into. It's a nifty spot, this.
Is this a new spot? I'm not seeing you play this spot before.
I kind of found it in this M103, to be honest with you. You're relying on being a high tank with a gun that's quite high. You can see the M103 is not small. We've hit in the tracks there.
Oh, look at that! It just fits through.
Pershing. Can we finish him off? That reload does feel long. You know, it's the quickest in the tier 9 heavies.
You're joking, really?
I do advise to take a gun rammer as well with it. Gun rate drive is not 100% necessary. Same with your viewing things. I don't take any viewing aids. It's got 390 metre view range, so it's not blind. It's not great. I mean, we see the T10, the Conqueror, they've all got 400. So
of course,
10 metres is not drastic. It's not blind by any means. So it's to and fro in.
To and fro in.
It's saying whatever else you want to take on it. Equipment's playstyle dependent how you want to use it. I mean, I take the gun rammer because I try and use it as a supporting flanker. Yeah. To support heavy tanks.
Oh, you missed him.
I don't know where this shot goes.
Well, you've already missed it once.
It looks like it goes where I'm aiming, but it just seems to drop that little bit lower. I went straight in. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, I worked far up. Power to weight ratio 15.17. I knew I got it somewhere. So how about 2 out?
Yeah, we'll try and work out what that means.
Yeah, it's your job.
Yeah.
So we're on it. Signal range 745 metres, which is a bit down on the top tanks at that tier, but it's still enough. It's enough.
It smashes stuff.
You don't really need to see further than that, basically. You're not going to struggle with it. It's not like the 500 you get on the Cromwell. It's not an issue in an M103.
Yeah.
You can see people trying to get that weak spot top of the turret. Means that sometimes people shoot at you and you don't even know because they've gone over the top of you. You know, because your weak spot's high.
Yeah.
If your weak spot's low, they bounce off you. You know it's there. You can feel it.
Yeah.
So we're going to see in this. We do bounce a fair few shots in this game. But you've just got to be aware of that side armor. It's just not there. 45.
Nothing,
that's the side and rear. So side scraping is an option, but it can be overmatched easily. The side armor. What it has got is really big track, so it does absorb a fair few shots into your track. So repair kits again.
Yeah. What do you carry? One.
Here comes a light tank. We can see how quick that turret can traverse on itself. So an M103 is a tank you've got to give a bit of respect to when it comes to circle strafing. It's not going to struggle to spin its turret around and get you.
Definitely.
Tracked him, finished off by his other light tank there. And now we're going to get a bit of self and a bit of a fox in the headlight situation here. Tank destroyers, there's 4 left on enemy team. I think we're going to find all 4 here, stood looking at us. Oh my god! It's like a firing squad. Luckily one backs up, there's another. We'll go a bit far out, there's another one spotted there. All 4 there now.
Oh my goodness.
I'll try and snap a shot off and then get back.
Is that a platoon of 152s?
The 130s.
Oh, the 130s.
Oh, is that a 152 there? We're just trying to bait him out. We check it into the tracks, absorbed into tracks.
Oh, he turned that wrong, didn't he?
Keep an eye on the others. One thing you don't want to get is overrode in an M103. You kind of just want to take 1 target on at a time.
Yeah.
With that sidearm, you can't afford to take 2 on. So that's why it needs that support. I mean, we're out here on his own with the main focal point of the attack. We are top tier. Oh, there we go again. We've absorbed one. We've took.
You missed him, man.
I've got more important priorities in a minute.
Yeah.
A waffle that's just pushed off around the corner. Technically, I should be loading HE around here, but I've just got one loaded. Smash one into him.
Beautiful.
Damaging ammo right. At this point, I think he's just going to drive off, so...
Does he?
No.
He
kind of hangs around in this position.
Is he diamond angling at you?
Yeah, so technically, again, I didn't fancy the HE shell from that distance.
Okay.
That's why I'm still using... I mean, guaranteed penetration, guaranteed damage.
Is that like Yoda in your ear saying, do not touch the HE?
Well, I normally load HE for a waffle and just shoot him in top, but I mean, he is tracked a minute, and just after that, he reappears again. I think about it, his tractors, we can't move.
No. Bad luck.
There's the 130 we saw before. Nice shot straight in. You can see that gun doesn't struggle to pen, doesn't struggle to aim in. Sometimes it can pull shit off like that.
Yeah.
T34. Bang.
Oh,
straight in ammo racks. He don't fancy. He's bounced one off us as well. Going to try and just angle a bit. Keep moving. Don't sit still.
Don't sit still.
He's gone. He's off down onto the beach.
He's running.
Now we're going to push, try and take these tank destroyers on at their own game.
You're going to shoot one?
I'm aware of this waffle up above us. We don't know where the 130 is at the minute. I think it's a Borsig, the other one.
Have you got a waffle?
A waffle, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
With a fair few games in it as well.
Can't wait.
Good tank. Solid tank. Brilliant tank. Just struggles with a bit of gun depression. You have to work it, figure out which is your best way.
Yeah.
We'll finish him off. We're moving on to it next. I mean, at this point, we've got 14 penetrating shots, 2 kills. I mean, we've even spotted 6 targets.
It's not bad.
We've got 7 assisted and 1 track with that light tank that we tracked.
Not
he
bad.
finished off.
You've spotted
light tank with a Borsig coming for him. Hey,
beautiful.
Finished off that Borsig. Can we get some shots up at that 130? No, he's got finished off. At the same time, T-34's died on beach. Good game. 4 tanks lost, 15 enemies killed. 15 penetrating shots, 3 kills.
Yeah,
a bit of assisted damage. Good game.
Oh, nice silver.
You do make a fair bit of silver. I'll talk about the cost of the rounds. 1,060 on a standard AP shell.
Is that good?
It's alright. 4,400 for the EAT shells though.
Oh, that's quite
same
painful.
As we said in the conqueror.
You don't
it's
actually
not
use
often
any.
that you need them. Because the high penetration you get from a standard AP shell doesn't often require the use of the EAT shells. You do need it every now and then, don't get me wrong. And then just quite an expensive HE round at 900. So it's only 160 cheaper than an AP shell. So another reason why it's not sometimes worth risking it. Even though the reward is quite substantial, an extra 115 damage.
Yeah.
But only 60 pounds.
Do you use any like in the Leopard prototype game?
No.
No.
I mean this is like a rampage game really. Another tier 10 match.
Yeah.
And we're going to push it. And one thing this does struggle with, and we're going to see it in this game.
What's that?
Ammo racks.
Ammo. Why
the ammo racks on the side of the hull, but it kind of gets penned from the side, and you can also take them from the front into the ammo rack as well, which is a bit annoying.
You should be carrying 2 repair kits.
I thought, but it's not great on its fire reduction schemes either. It's American and modules is not too bad on, but you don't want to lose a gun or anything like that. So it's always handy to take one.
No.
There's a tier 10 Foch. We've got a super heavy coming round. Tier 4.
It's quite a high tier game this time.
Yeah, and the pesky little Patriot. Patriot's a really good player on this game. I don't give him enough respect, to be honest with you. I kind of dismiss him.
Okay. That's not good.
No. We're trying to bait him out. We've bounced one off his front there. There's that armour again. Careful not to show too much side.
Yeah. What have you got? 45 mil?
Yeah, it's not very good.
Nothing, is it?
The Type 4 heavy's not looking. We smash one into him. Patriot takes that chance, plays well, picks us off while we're going through.
He's using his Type 4 heavy as bait.
At this point, I think I'm not really paying much attention to that Patriot. He's repositioning to get another shot into me on that side. Takes my road wheel off as well. We use this repair kit to get it back up.
Do you actually put any in him?
Yeah, we've got to give him a bit of respect here. Try and aim for that weak spot on top of his. We're just donking a bit. He kind of hits us at the same time as shoots, so we don't even know where the shot went.
Yeah.
And now that Type 4 has gotten himself in a complete pickle there, and we're just finishing him off.
Nice
don't quite know what he was trying to do.
Patriot's even actually trying to run off.
Problem with a Foch is this weak spot on top. Luckily for him, it's the only thing I can see.
Oh my goodness.
So we finish him off as well. Patriot's done another wise thing, really good player. He's running off. He's lost his support. He's only a tier 8, he's out of there. Which is a really good thing to do, keeps him alive for a bit.
It's quite manoeuvrable, that Patriot, isn't it?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Runs off well.
And the old T110E3. Get one shot into me, see that gun's fantastic. These are still standard shells, I know it's a side of a tank, but you don't really want to be going toe-to-toe in an M103. No. So you don't really need another kill. Finish off that guy, we'll come back for T110E3 now.
It's
we'll try
and
and minimise that angle here,
back a nice gun.
Try and get as straight on as we can, finish him off. That's a quick 4 kills there, 7 shots we've done.
Nice.
Oh, can we get this one? Can we get loaded in time? No. And there's that goddamn Patriot again. Trying to set that road wheel off with tracked him. He's not running off this time. We've had enough for him running off.
Track you at the same time.
Yeah. So we've tracked each other. I get mine up a bit quicker. Try and get the clear. Bob.
Nice.
I'm a bit busy.
Very nice.
I've got to get up here.
Oh, you're losing modules, man.
Yeah.
You don't lose any more modules, do you?
Think about it. Pick an easier target. Object 130 or 140. Sorry.
You're dropping modules like biscuits, man. They're going fast.
Can we finish that? I wish I'd finished him off now. It's going to put comment.
Oh, you don't know who to.
Boom! Straight off with his top. Yeah, no. This garbage side armor. He's got less than me.
His armor.
Can we finish this 140 off? Bang! Another one. That's 7 kills already, and we're having a storm and then bang. There we go. That's what I talk about. Ammo rack's gone.
Game over.
No repair kits. Already used it when we got tracked.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
No, you were doing well.
There's a Borsig up there as well. He's looking for me to come out. The problem with this bit of mound here is it's a flat mound, so I can't shoot off the top of it. I've got to either come out slightly frontal or slightly sided.
You've got to pick your shots.
I'm trying to figure out a way of getting around this corner to get some shots in. And here I take another shot into the side from T54. The one I could have shot instead of a mill, but we got 600 of it points out of the mill and a kill, so I'm not going to grumble.
No, mustn't grumble.
And again, you can see the assisted shots are still getting in.
View range.
I mean, at this point, I'm a little bit too conservative. I should have pushed it, but I'm afraid to shoot because of the ammo rack, because of this reload.
Yeah, 20 seconds, man.
It's going to be a killer now. I mean, there's still... I just lost another tank there. There's 6 tanks left at that point. It's now 5.
It basically took you out of the game, haven't they?
Yeah, and the problem where the focal point of the attack before was all coming from like the 9 and 0 corner from our team, so they were distracted.
Yeah.
Now they've killed all our team in that corner. We're kind of the focal point of their attention, so
yeah, the
advantageous shots we got from the side are now diminished, and they're hiding from us using the terrain.
That's really technical stuff, man.
Sorry. So again, we're going to move in tandem with the rest of his team.
Yeah.
I don't want to go up there on my own because then light tanks.
No, you've got your 1 hit or 2 hits.
Can we get us Radley Walters? That light tank's coming. Oh, I didn't get it. He got took out by the tortoise.
That's a shame. Nice game though. Show me about your ammo rack and your fuel tank.
It was going so well.
Yeah, you started off. Yeah, a lot of promise.
Halfway through that game, it looked like we could have got a pools medal, and then we just finished with 7. A Devastator. Yeah, we've got to be happy with a Devastator. We can't grumble.
Mustn't grumble. It was quite good for you.
Cheers.
Nice one. Oh, you're top again. Look at that. Not bad. Right. Anyway, give us a quick sum up then.
Quick sum up. Positives. It's that frontal armor. Yeah. I know it's got its weak spots, but if you're moving and someone's in a panic, they're going to be hard to hit.
Oh yeah, suppressing fire is always good.
Quick turning turret.
Yeah.
Always handy.
Oh god,
can't really turn that
definitely.
down. The gun's solid. I've already mentioned it's got the highest fire rate at tier 9 heavies. With an half decent aim time, it's got a good damage and good penetration.
It's conqueror gun,
yeah. Large tracks to absorb some of that damage you're going to take. 8 degrees of gun depression. Okay,
any negatives?
Negatives, ammo rack, we saw it in that last video, it does get took out a fair bit. The weak spots on the front, you've really got to work them, and you've just got to use that front. You've got nothing else to play with.
Are we saying straight on to your target?
Straight on, not slight angle, but, and I'm talking slight.
Not diamond, not diamond angle.
Nowhere near.
No. No.
That lower glacis is another area you've got to try and work with, and remember you've got a big weak spot on top of your turret that you've got to try and keep moving and hide away from everybody.
Yeah.
So you've got to work it. You've really got to work your armor.
Work it, haven't you?
The way you play it, you don't want a bit focal point of the attack anyway. No. So you kind of.
But you're heavy.
Yeah, but it's not played in that kind of style. That's for your Mauschens and your E75s and your VKBs and stuff like that. They're your Type 4 heavies.
Yeah.
They're your frontal battering rams.
Okay.
I'm still ill.
You're still poorly.
Yeah. So,
excuse me.
Yeah, don't go frontally balls in, especially if you're tier 9.
Any more negatives?
No, not really. That's pretty much it. Just hide your sides.
So what's the better tank, this or the Conqueror?
Conqueror for me.
Conqueror's
even
best.
Though this has got a better roll technically, only frontally it's better.
Yeah.
The Conqueror's just got a far better turret.
And we're not
biased. Far more accurate gun. No.
Not biased.
I can get better results. I feel better playing Conqueror.
Yeah.
I enjoy playing Conqueror more.
Okay.
So
anyway,
it's still a good tank.
The viewer can compare them themselves. We do have a Conqueror video on.
Yeah, let us know which one you prefer.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, I think that wraps it up for this M103.
Automated again.
Is that what it is? M103.
M103.
Sorry, I forgot what it was. That's it then. If you enjoy our video, thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe and share. Please share as much as possible, please. We need as much support as possible. Thank you very much again for watching, and look forward to the next one. Laters.